Student, today we will start another genetic material which is RNA. Clear? RNA is also, if we see the expanded form of RNA, it is ribonucleic acid. Clear? And it is predominantly present in cytoplasm and mostly in form of single strand. You can see on your screen also, RNA is single stranded genetic molecule. Clear? And one important thing about it, if we discuss about purines and pyrimidines in it, because we know that it is also made up of nitrogenous base pair and phosphoric group and ribose pentose sugar. Clear? So three things are just connected with each other with glycosidic bond and phosphodiester bond. Afterwards only a single strand of RNA can be formed. Clear? So here you can see that one new term has introduced in case of RNA, that is uracil. Clear? Thymine is not present here. Thymine is replaced by uracil. Thymine of DNA is replaced by uracil in RNA. Clear? You know very well, thymine is one kind of pyrimidine and this thymine is replaced by uracil in case of RNA. Okay? All normal RNA chain began with adenine or guanine. When this chain start, it can be start with adenine or guanine. Clear? So this is the most important thing about the RNA. RNA basically less stable as comparative to DNA. We know this thing because in our last video also we had discussed about it. But an interesting thing about RNA was the first genetic material. Clear? There is now enough evidence to suggest that RNA is essential for life processes. What are the life processes? You know very well, metabolism, translation, splicing, all the terms will come in next chapters. Clear? So these terms you will read more elaborately, but today as we are doing the introduction of RNA, that time we should know that for each and every life processes RNA is very important. Clear? Because these processes evolved around the RNA. Clear? RNA act as genetic material as well as catalyst also. What is the catalyst? Catalyst which increase the rate of any type of biochemical reactions in living system. Clear? RNA is catalyst was reactive. Clear? If it is reactive, so definitely it gets to be unstable. Okay, so therefore DNA has evolved from this single stranded RNA only. Clear? Which thing also we have discussed already, reverse transcription. Clear? Then from DNA, if mRNA form, it is known as the transcription. Clear? So these processes are very important for the protein synthesis. Okay, so DNA being double stranded and having the complementary strand, but you can see in case of RNA only single strand is present here, so it will not show Chargaff rule. You know very well Chargaff rule, that adenine always make hydrogen bond with thymine, or hence we can say that cytoplasm or guanine, adenine, they all three are present, but adenine will thymine is replaced by uracil in case of RNA. Okay, so thymine is not present here. So how they react with each other, or they can make hydrogen bond with each other? Okay, are you getting my point? So RNA is never follow the rule of the Chargaff rule. Okay, so that's why RNA is single stranded. Due to the single strand of RNA becomes less stable. Clear? Or unstable we can say. And thymine is important factor for the stability of DNA, because uracil can easily replace other type of nitrogenous base pair. Clear? So we can say that RNA is less stable. Later on you will read experimental proof about it. Clear? Which is given by Michelson and Stell. Clear? Later on we will discuss about the semi-conservative replication of DNA, this type of experiment. Before it, we should know about the RNA and how RNA helpful in the process of protein synthesis. Before it, you all should know that what are the types of RNA. Clear? RNA is having several types, and by which it show the different functions inside the cell, like mRNA. Okay, most important type of RNA is mRNA, second is rRNA, and third is tRNA or sRNA. Clear? mRNA means messenger RNA. This is the template RNA. Clear? And it is very helpful to bring message from the DNA. Second is rRNA, which is ribosomal RNA, and which very helpful for the union of large and small unit of ribosome. Okay, and third is of soluble RNA or tRNA, means transfer RNA. Transfer RNA is very important because transfer RNA will only bring amino acid in it. Okay, so for this purpose we can say that all the three types of RNAs are very important in the process of protein synthesis. When we will go through the protein synthesis, transcription, translation process, that time we will understand them more elaborately. Okay, till then I hope that much is clear, and in next video I will make it on replication process, or separately I will make video on mRNA, rRNA or tRNA. Thank you, children.